Hello, my friends. It's me, Karen Valentine, and we are back for part 2 of Eagle Girl by MomoGirl. And so today we're going to be working on her hair. And for that, I have picked the color combination already. And we're going to do French gray, 10% French gray, 50% French gray, and dark brown. So we're going to dig right in, get started. Say a little prayer that I can keep in frame. %. And dark brown. All right, let's see what happens if we blend that out. I think I like that. Maybe a little bit more of the dark brown. Just feathered in a little bit. I don't want her to be super dark. I want it to be a light brown hair, but the combination is kind of a combo of a warm brown and a cool brown. So I want to make sure that there's enough balance between the two. Okay, let's keep going. 10% French. So if you are, if you've been watching my videos and following the tutorials, you know that I like to work in kind of sections. So, but if you're new and you've never seen any of my tutorials before, I like to work in sections. It allows me to make sure that I'm doing the same thing and working, getting it the way I want it to, but it also allows me to make sure that I'm getting enough definition between all of the different bits of hair. So it just seems to be easier for me to do it that way rather than doing one color through the whole thing and then another color through the whole thing. I feel like I missed that highlight, so. Dark brown. having all these darks and lights in these little points of the hair really helps to make the hair look more realistic and more three-dimensional. So we might even go in after we get these three colors all laid down. We might even go in and add some even darker colors into the deepest areas. All right, let's blend that. Okay, and then I'm going to use my dark brown again and just feather in some little streaks. All right. %, French. I guess we can do this too. %, French. think I need a highlight right there. And maybe this little area right here we might do light. I'm not sure if I want to leave a gap there where the background's going to peek through or not. Maybe not. We'll do it like this. And then this will be darker. Okay. Dark brown. I feel like I made a mistake right there, because that looks like I put too much of the 50% French. I wanted a highlight there, so I'm going to take my electric eraser. And then try and sometimes I can save it when I do that, and sometimes I can't. This may be one of those times when I can't. I don't know, we'll see. I'll know after I blend it. Definitely going to want to add one more darker color in here. All right, let's blend this out. Looks like I forgot. All right, now I have to decide what, I think I want to tackle that before I go over to this side. Tackle the question of what additional color I throw in here. So I could use black, or I could use Espresso. So I'm going to try Espresso first and see how it looks with the colors. It may not be dark enough. I may need to do a combination of Espresso and black. So the color is working fine. It's kind of like a darker version of the dark brown. Maybe a little bit warmer than the dark brown. So let's try some black. I know that seems too harsh for a soft light brown hair color, but we're only going to use it in crevices. To really make those stand out. Now, what do I have going on here? This is, I'm not sure what that is. What did I do there? I guess it's just going behind this hair right here. It may be not so important for me to stress out over. So this warm black is only going in these little points. And as I'm down here working, I'm noticing that this area right here does not have enough color on it, nor was it blended out. So let me remedy that real quick. Oh, and looky there. It never fails. Never, ever fails. I always forget a body part. So I'm going to fix that right now. So there's her little ear, all gray and sad and forgotten. So I'm going to put some light peach and some nectar. And that's probably all it needs. So now it's, that's better. Okay, back to her hair. I think we're good on this side, except for these little strands that got missed. Alrighty. Are we done? Are we ready to move on? I don't know. Yes, I think we are. Okay. So we go back to 10% French gray. So the highlight here, I'm going to put across this whole section right here, over here, and up here. So unless hair is like in a bun where it's all perfect and smooth and tight, the highlights on the hair are always going to hit in kind of different sections, different areas. It's not going to be just a stripe of highlight going right across the whole head, because the hair is high, low, front, back. It's going to change where the light hits it. So you want it kind of similar, because these sections here are close together, so the highlight is going to be in a similar area, bouncing up and down around here. But then I'm going to bring it up here as well, and maybe a tiny bit on this right there. It just seems to look more natural when I do it that way, so that is the way that I do it. So now we're on to the 50% French. That bit's probably going to be pretty dark right there. Alrighty. Big difference in color between the two sides. It's amazing what adding that third color does. Dark brown. Kind of always work from the top of the hair strand from each end of the section, because I'm feathering it into the, whoops, I'm feathering it into the highlight. This one is going to be a little dark. I think I didn't do this, so let's do this. All right, let's blend that. It's also a big difference between pre-blended and post-blended. I've read comments before where people have said that they thought that after the blend, they've used a blender pencil, the colors got dull, and it fascinates me because I believe them. Obviously, that's their experience, but I don't I don't understand how that could be, because in my experience, the blender pencil always makes the colors more vivid. So I haven't done an experiment to figure out why that might be for them. Maybe it has something to do with the paper that they're, you know, coloring on. I don't know, but in my experience, blender pencils always make things prettier, brighter. Since I know I'm going to do it, I'm going to take my espresso and then we'll probably use black in there as well. But it's looking good so far, I think. I like it. Alrighty, 10% French. We've got some big highlights going on here. I think that'll do it. 50% French. Oh. Oh, wow. That is a seriously broken pencil. Now, this has never happened to me before. I know a lot of people talk about, you know, Prismacolors being bad and really breaking, seriously breaking bad. And I've never, ever had that problem. But I am looking at this pencil right now, and we are going to have some problems. So there's the lead. And even if I sharpen it, I don't know if you can see, that sucker is broken at least down to here. So I am going to want to try and salvage as much of it as I can. So I'm gonna pause the camera. I'm gonna try and sharpen this thing down to where it's not gonna give me a problem, and I'll be right back. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We seem to be in good firm shape. But I got to admit, you know, the price of the pencil and being able to get it open stock, I am of the mindset that you're occasionally going to have, you know, a problem. And they're not, you know, as super high quality as some of the more expensive pencils, but which is a shame, but I still love them and I will continue to use them because you can't beat the price. Well, at least you can't beat the price for the results, the quality, in my opinion, that I get. Pencils are so subjective. You know, I'm constantly seeing people asking on some of my Facebook groups, what's the best pencil to get? You know, and it's like, you read the comments and they vary so much. Because it just comes down to what you personally like. And I guess my advice is always going to be buy the best quality pencil that you can afford. Because I've tried the cheaper pencils. And other than Arteza pencils, I have not found and Schpirrer Farben. Schpirrer Farben are a good pencil for the price too. But I have not found a pencil that I like as much as the Prismacolors for the mid-range pencil. And then of course there's, you know, the higher range pencils like Polychromos, which I have not tried yet. They are still on back order. I'm still waiting anxiously, and every day I check, that back order date keeps moving further and further away, which is really frustrating because now that I've decided I want to try them, I'm getting impatient and I really, really want to try them. I did buy some open stock pencils in the Polys, because I was afraid, because everybody said they were, you know, they're so different than Prismas. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to, you know, invest a couple $100 in a set of pencils, I want to make sure that I'm going to like them. So I bought about, I don't know, 5 different Polychromos pencils from my art supply store. I loved them. And honestly, I did not find them hard to use at all. So I'm kind of excited about getting that set and being able to use those and do some coloring tutorials with those. You know, every time I think I'm going to try a new set of pencils, I read somebody's review that they, you know, don't like them. You've got people raving about Black Widows, and then I'll read, you know, some reviews from people that say that they hated them. I see people raving about Castle Art pencils. I tried them. I hated them. I swatched them all out, and as I was swatching them, I was thinking, oh my gosh, these are scratchy and not very pigmented. So I don't, you know, so again, that's why I say the pencil love can be very, very, very subjective, because I know some people absolutely love their Castle Art pencils. So it's all, I guess, you know, relative to your style. I think that probably plays a big part in whether or not you like a pencil or not. Dark brown. Because everybody's style is different and how they use their pencils is different. So anyway, that was a long, long ramble about pencils just because of a broken Prismacolor. I am looking forward to trying out those polys though. And everybody says they can be used together. So that's even, you know, more of a bonus together with Prismacolors. Oh, since we're talking about pencils, while I was buying those Polychromos pencils, open stock, I also bought some a set of the skin tones from Derwent Color Soft, and they were yummy. I really, really liked those. So the Derwent Color Softs are another pencil that are now on my wish list. I told my husband about my wish list on Amazon so that he would know that anytime he wanted to buy me a gift, he could just go over to the wish list and pick something. It makes it a lot easier for him for gift buying, because then he knows that whatever he gets is something that I really want. Anyway, now I'm rambling, so I'm just going to shut up and keep working. Alrighty. Blending out. This is the dark brown again. Espresso. I think I'm going to fill that in. I don't think that was supposed to be left white. It was bound to happen, guys. Okay. I'm going to put some up here at the maybe even a little bit more over here. Let's see, for that I want, let's try the French gray. And I feel like this is just a little bit too light. So I'm going to see what I can do about darkening it up just a hair. That's better. Okay, Schpirrer Farben Black. don't want that to be black, but it does need to be dark, so I need to add some dark brown right here. I'm looking at her forehead right here, and I feel like I've missed some areas. So I'm just going to take my light peach. So I don't want anywhere on her forehead to look gray. Alrighty, and then this is Espresso. All right, did I miss anything? Maybe something right there. And a lot of these, I think I'm not going to bother to put pencil on until after we've done the background. Hopefully that's the right thing to do. I don't think the background will cover them up. I mean, if it does, it's not a big deal, but all right, I think we're done with her hair. Did I miss any bits? Yes, a little bit right there. And I'm just going to put some color right here because it looks a little bit light. Alrighty. Well, there's her hair done. Yay. Okay, I think, oh, okay, never mind, because I forgot a whole section of hair. Yes, my friends, I am a dork. Okay, 50% French gray. Jeez Louise. I thought something didn't quite look right, but I couldn't put my finger on it until I saw it. It's like, oh yeah. You guys are all probably sitting there in front of your screens going, no, you forgot some. I like the way the color turned out, though. I'm quite pleased. Okay, dark brown. Badass watchdog. Barking at nothing. Sometimes I have to physically get up and open the front door to show him that there's nobody there. This is the black, Schpirrer Farben black. And once I do that, he completely gets quiet and shuts up. It's like he needs to be shown. Like there's nothing to be barking at. Okay, now we're done. All right, my friends. Thank you again for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys on part 3. It was fun as always. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love ya. Bye.